all the disrespect before you play back. Button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check fam? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day, a special day, because not only is it Friday, it's the weekend, we done made it, but it is giveaway day. So we got 3 winners at the end of this video will be announced. Thank you guys for all the amazing love, and thanks for Esca Wallets for sponsoring this week of Button Check. It's because of them that I'm able to do these giveaways. So thank you guys for everything. We got some definitely hot ass buttons to check, so without further ado, let's get it started. Let's go. All right, now into them first setup. What the hell is going on with MK1 from the perspective of a pro? Buttons that need to be checked. So if you're not familiar with Chris Tatarian, right? The man has been holding it down. Very well-known Street Fighter player, Ken player, right, in the FGC. Been here probably since day one, right? Now, his YouTube channel is booming this year. It may have started at the end of last year as well, but he has a new series called Talking with T, where he actually interviews people, a lot of pros, right, in the scene, and he talks about some real shit. Well, he didn't let us down the other day. He interviewed Rewind, right, from the NRS community. Both of their information on the screen and down below. Definitely check them out. I want to play a clip, an excerpt of this interview, right? I'm pretty sure this interview is over an hour long. We're only going to check out a couple of minutes, right? Like I said, definitely check him out because he's killing it with these series. But they get into an interesting topic where they start talking about the state of MK1, right? And also, it kind of conflicts because Chris T is a Street Fighter player. Rewind obviously is an MK NRS player, right? And they kind of go at each other all in fun for a second, right? And also they talk about the state of it, and they go on to talk about other things as well. But for now, we're just gonna focus on this first part. Let's get it.
It feels like it's the same game. I don't know what it is, bro. Can you please enlighten me about that? It literally feels like it's the same game, but a little bit of an update. What's going on, and what are some of the issues that you're noticing and the community's noticing right now?
I think your issues with the game are definitely not the issues. I think that's your opinion. But as far as
that's definitely an opinion.
As far as like MK9, MKX feeling like MK9.5, I think that's cap. I think the mechanics in each game have been drastically different, and they have made the game super. I think being an NRS player is one of the hardest things. I think being NRS, this is gonna be a hot take. It's gonna be a hot take. I think being an NRS player is underratedly hard, and people don't know how hard it is to be an NRS player and stay on top when your game changes so much every 2 years. Think about it. We went from MK to Injustice to MK to Injustice, like every 2 years. Street Fighter 5.
Oh man, I wanna bite back right now.
Hey, listen,
I don't know about that one. For Street Fighter,
let me get my take.
I'll take. Look, go take your take.
So MK, we've had 4 NRS games in the span of one of your games. You know what I'm saying? You know, imagine a Street Fighter player is like, man, I could be better. You got MKX, comes in MKX, and then they like get smoked, leave, and come back, and they're like, okay, now I'm ready to dedicate to MKX. It's like, sorry, buddy, we're on Injustice 2 now. You're gonna start over, learn again. Like, I know whatever progress you made in MKX, doesn't matter. We're in Injustice 2 now. And then they try Injustice 2, and they're like, man, maybe later, and then they come back. Sorry, bro, we're on MK11. There was no such thing as a trait until Injustice came out, and then MK has been notorious for the block button. Injustice doesn't have a block button, so we had to learn. For us NRS players, we had to learn how to. Oh no, not a block button! Oh god. Yeah, but people struggle to learn how to utilize the block button. Like people who don't play block button games, they get on an NRS game and they're like, I can't move. It's like, no, bro, you have to.
I can't move, bro. I can't move.
Exactly, because you're used to moving while defending.
Yes.
You're used to just holding back, and it's like, damn, I could cover both. I could cover mids and block. Like I could walk back and try to catch a whiff at the same time.
Yep.
It's like when you're when you're in a NRS player, you have to create whiffs. You can't just walk back. Like, no, you have to dash block. You have to in order to make movement happen. Movement is more skilled in NRS than it is in Street Fighter. Street Fighter is just walking and creating. That doesn't mean that anybody could just go in Street Fighter and just have godlike footsteps.
Of course. It's so funny how you always feel the need to be able to like, that doesn't mean this. And it's because we live in a world that's so...
People are defensive.
So defensive and so...
People are like, oh my God.
Offended.
He thinks Street Fighter is easy. All right, go beat Angry Bird. Like, all right, bro.
Bring out the pitchforks. Bring out the pitchforks. You know, like, it's all right.
Yeah, it's a difference of... It's a different game. Like...
All right, so we're going to pause it on that part. I like some of the points he made, and I like how Chris T was like, I kind of want to say something. I kind of want to fire back. He was like, well, let me have my point. He was like, all right, go ahead and have your point, you know, because on one hand, he was saying that he feels like being an NRS player, is a lot more challenging than being a Street Fighter player because there's so many different versions and the game dies. People don't play it as long. So there's so many more games that come out that they have to adjust to, rather than a Street Fighter player. We get ours for like, what, 4 to 6 years at a time, you know what I'm saying? On the other hand, he was like the block button, and you can see Chris T kind of cringed a little bit. He was like, oh no, a block button. But he was like, yeah, but a lot of people have to learn to use it, and then when they go to a game like Injustice or something that doesn't have it, it's a mind fuck in a way. And Chris T admitted, he was like, nah, I get it. I hate the block button. It's hard to move with. I agree. If that's my biggest pet peeve about fucking Mortal Kombat, it is that block button. Ever since it was in the arcade, and I was like, what? I remember the day all the homies were playing it on the lunch break in fucking, what was it, high school or something like that? Anyway, we were confused as hell. Like, what the hell is this block button? Anyway, the last thing I'll say is Rewind. I love how blunt he is. I've got to interview him before for the Waka Flocka versus Sonic Fox event. And this dude, the thing I like about him, he's blunt. He gonna tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? He don't do like that, well, no. He goes right to your face and he tells you the fucking truth, and that's how he is, and I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? He the type to be like, if his girl be like, you think I look fat in this? He'll be like, yes, baby, you look fat. You look fat as hell. Anyway, what you wanna go eat? That don't mean he don't love you, sweetheart, and he ain't gonna handle his business after the date. But he gonna tell you if you're fat. If you're fat, you fat. That's Rewind. Anyway, this second part, this is just like a minute or so. They go on to talking about what's up with the money and why is it missing when WB obviously is rolling in it. What's up? They go on to talk about that and some other things. Let's check it out.
What's up with the communication? What's up with the money? What's going on with this game right now?
I mean, as far as like the money and shit, that's all back end stuff that I have no part in explaining. I don't know why they don't have money, but like that's beyond us. You guys realize like Mortal Kombat's owned by, like, Street Fighter's owned by Capcom, NetherRealm is owned by fucking Warner Brothers. Like, Warner Brothers is beyond.
They got more money.
That's what I'm saying. They got more money, but like they're more corporate. So it's like that's stuff we don't like. That's where you start getting into Illuminati type money. Like, we're not. This is money that we don't know comes from. We don't have any say. We're not even people to those people. Like us complaining about the 1% of people in the freaking, not even one. Like, I don't even know what percentage of the FGC makes up the entire 100% that buy the game. Like if like this tiny ass community is complaining that there's not enough money in it, but 99% of people don't really care that much, and you already got them to buy the game, what incentive do they feel to put out more money? It's like, I could understand it from a business perspective, but we just are salty because we know they got the money to give, but we can't do anything because it's like trying to beg a millionaire for $1. Like,
he brings up some good points, right? And like I said, definitely check out the rest of the interview. It's over an hour long. It's good, man. And this was doing numbers. So big up to Chris T, Talking with T. Definitely checking it out. Rewind, doing the damn thing. Check them all out. Interesting, man. And I love when players from different communities kind of come together, because at the end of the day, a lot of these pros, they know each other. They respect each other. You know what I'm saying? I do like how they stand on, 10 toes. You know what I'm saying? They stand on business, and they're like, no. Our game is harder than yours. Y'all don't understand. I like when people talk real shit. They might not always be right, but I love when they passionate about their community and they believe in what they do. You know what I'm saying? So either way, definitely check it out. How y'all feeling? Let me know. All right, now into these next set of women not feeling safe at tournaments, right? In the FGC buttons that need to be checked. This is a very interesting topic that just kind of spawned out of Evo Japan. So Sonic Fox was at Evo Japan the other day, just made a random tweet. Let's go ahead and check it out right here. This is what kind of unfolds. Now I'm gonna present it to y'all the way it was presented to me. We'll kind of unpack each side, and let's go ahead and start it. Okay, Sonic posted this saying, I wish we can get more NA women in our offline scenes. Seeing all these Japanese women kicking ass is so cool, and I hope we can continue to try hard to cultivate an inclusive so that more women come out and show off their nooch, right? And obviously you can see he just posted that on the 28th. Other people come out and say, I agree, my personal goal is to go offline events, isn't to be a pro player or anything, but to improve at a level that I'm personally happy with. The main appeal for me is the community and camaraderie with the folks in the FGC, since I don't really get a chance to talk to FGC folks ever, right? Others are like, the best way to attract more women is the FGC to practice good hygiene. All right? And then Stacy adds saying, talking is great and all, but until we start seeing real people hold their friends accountable, really ain't much to be said until people face the facts that their buddies are the ones causing issues, and the cycle will continue. Pressing buttons doesn't make a good, decent human, right? Or human, I'm sorry, I can't talk. Foxy adds to this saying, reducing the problems women in the FGC have come down to one solution: unlearning and rejecting sexism and sexist thinking, a task not a lot of people are willing to do because they're invested in holding on to bullshit, or it takes actual work, right? I see this one. Now, this is where it gets deeper. Somebody by the name of @Angel, right, says, this is really why women stay away from offline events and locals. We gotta wear cameras on us just to prove someone sexually touched, harassed, and threatened us, despite multiple victims with no connections and filing police reports. Great way to keep people feeling safe. Okay, and this is where it gets even deeper, because from here, she actually post a screenshot of the main TO from Texas Showdown. His name is Javier, right? It's not her email. She's saying that somebody, I guess, gave it to her, and she's posting it right here. Now, this is not doxing anybody. It's simply saying his name and the email, right? So apparently they came to him with an issue at Texas Showdown. So Javier writes this saying, hi there, after discussing this with multiple people and taking a deeper look myself, I can't justify banning the person in question based on what has been given to me so far. The essay allegations, if serious, should have been reported to local or appropriate authorities and not on social media platforms. As all recent years, we aim to provide a safe space for all, and there will be off-duty Houston police officers roaming around the event throughout the weekend, one of which is a member of the FGC himself. In addition, there will be hotel security to help assist. There will be made aware of the situation to help maintain a safe space for you and everyone else who may be concerned. If you have any other concerns, you may reach out to one of our staff or the Houston police, and we will respond accordingly, right? But continues on right here saying, I know it's probably not what you want to hear, but we have to be as careful as possible when considering situations like this. Some are pretty clear to justify a ban. Unfortunately, this situation is not clear. If you have any evidence that clearly defines either the essay allegations or direct threats, please let us know. All right, so before we continue on, let's just unpack that email, right? Now I'm gonna keep it a buck. Before I read anything else, and I just read this email, I honestly thought it was a pretty good email. Like, just reading, just not knowing anything else, right? And a lot of you, you're just hearing the story right now. I thought that was a pretty good answer, because on one hand, a lot of the FGC thinks that we ban people too quick. You know, some people think people get banned way too quick, especially when it comes to social media shit. And they're like, what the fuck? We're just banning for every kind of reason now? Some people are still fucking banned years later after certain tweets and stuff they may have said or did on Twitter alone. You know what I'm saying? So the FGC definitely feels some type of way about that. And the FGC, and not only FGC, right, but just people in general feel some type of way of false allegations because they believe in innocent till proven guilty. So like, how can we ban somebody unless we have absolute proof that they did the shit in question? You know what I'm saying? So, but apparently it gets even deeper because she puts some more clarity, right? Right here saying, I remind you, this was someone else reaching out. So this man that spoke to multiple people did not speak to any of the victims. So how could you base a decision not doing so because you simply don't care? Damn, saying they spoke to none of the victims. Continuing on saying, people would rather wait for shit to get drastic and out of hand than simply do what's right, no matter who the person is. Some adding saying, in case anyone was wondering, this is the head TO of Texas Showdown. Start naming people they don't deserve anonymity. She responds saying, I have no clue who he is. I just know he ain't shit. And then others adding saying, my name is Mako, if I'm saying that correctly. I am, or this is my BF's account. I have deleted my Twitter account because I have no use for it since I have decided not to support any of Texas, right? Or I'm sorry, Texas tournaments because of this very reason. I can confirm as a Houston FGC player that TXS does not care about women. She responds saying, wow, I'm so sorry you went through that. This shit is a real problem and most men literally don't give a fuck at all. It's sad as fuck and I'm so tired. Others like Super Yan right here saying, Texas Showdown isn't safe for women. This response spells that out loud and clear. The incidents happened over a year ago and no action was taken by the TO, the person who had the power and responsibility to make the event safer. Others saying, this is exactly what I meant when I said the community protects predators. Saying it should have been reported is absolutely wild, especially when it's multiple cases all saying the same thing. Shake my head. But then you got that other side of the fence, right? People commenting saying, I do at least think on some level the burden of the proof falls on you. I'm not saying something didn't happen, but it isn't wrong for people to be cautious about banning someone based off of ultimately what could be word of mouth. Increasing security is at least an action with good intent. So all right, they're siding with the email, right? Saying they're taking precautions. I even see Sonic adding, saying, glad to see everyone talking about this and opening discussions about it. It's something that should truly be talked about more, and we must do our part to reduce the problems women face in the FGC. Davy John answered this saying, it has nothing to do with safe spaces, LOL. Women generally are not into fighting games the way men are. Stop trying to force it, right? But then others obviously respond to that saying, hey, look, you're part of the problem. He responds saying, how's that? Goblin says he'll never tell you. They don't know what the problem actually is. It's just a buzzword. But somebody actually tells them. They say the problem is both of you acting as if gender isn't a monolith and using that to dismiss the very real reason women don't stay in the scene for long, even if they want to, because of people like you that make it so damn insufferable to be around. This is also why locals are dying. And there it is. Damn, let's unpack it. All right, so on one hand, you got the TO actually responding. Apparently, he's the head TO of Texas Showdown. And I want to say this. I've actually met Javier a long time ago when BUTTONCHECK first started. So this must have been 2017, 2018, I think around 2018. And it was an event here. I want to say it was Fort Worth. It was like a big con, right? He was there, and that was the first and last time I got to meet him. He was actually cool with me. I haven't talked to him since. And I don't even remember what we talked about, but I do remember letting him know that I was a fan of Texas Showdown, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, like I said, he was very cool. So seeing this is crazy, because didn't Texas Showdown just happen? I think Brian F., if I'm not mistaken, won Street Fighter 6 Texas Showdown. I saw him post that the other day, and a lot of people said they had a great time. But then you see stuff like this. Now, I will say, as far as like the allegations, and they're like, this is bullshit because you didn't speak to you didn't speak to the victims, you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I thought his response was great. But if that is true, what they're saying that you did that and you spoke to people, but you didn't speak to the victims, then I can see why they're pissed. Because they're like, what kind of investigation did you really do? And like I said, this is all kind of assumptions right now on my part, because I don't know exactly who Javier spoke to before or after that tweet. Maybe at this time he did speak to somebody. Maybe it's still underway. Not really sure. I just know at the time of this, which was just a few days ago, people are still calling bullshit and they're really pissed. And as far as like what actually happened, I don't know. I don't know like what, obviously it was somebody that harassed or assaulted somebody at an event over a year ago, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's multiple people, if it's just one particular player. Hopefully this can get worked out. Like I said, at this time of the tweets, this is what we're seeing that's presented. I don't know if further action will be taken on Javier's side or Texas Showdown. Hopefully it does, because there's a lot of people that are claiming that no, this happened, this is a thing, and we need you to ban this person or do some better investigation. You know what I'm saying? But how y'all feeling? Let me know. There it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love, man. I hope that that last story definitely gets resolved, man, because all in all, we're all adults in the FGC, you know what I'm saying? And everybody deserves to be treated equally, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to like fucking committing crimes and shit like that. That shit gotta go. Anyway, on a brighter note, we have some giveaways. There's 3 winners. 2 are gonna be from this channel, from the main channel. 1 is gonna be announced from the Patreon. I'm gonna announce all 3 winners right here. So if your name is announced, just comment below. All you gotta do is comment below. We'll chop it up. We'll start talking. Patreon winner, hit me up on Patreon. 2 winners on YouTube, hit me up down below. And I wanna say again, I will never ever, because there's fake ass con artists out there, they'll use my logo and they'll say, congratulations, you won. And they'll take you to a different site. They'll take you to a different BUTTONCHECK fucking YouTube channel. I will never do that. You know what I'm saying? Everything I will ever do will lead you right here. You know what I'm saying? If you click on that logo, my logo should lead you still to this channel, not another fucking YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I possess is this channel, my Patreon, and I will say like, hey, hit me up on my email sometimes, right? But like I said, whatever messages I give you on my logo, if you click on it, it'll keep you here on this channel. So let's announce them winners of these beautiful X-Girl wallets. Can we see this? Can we see how beautiful this looks? Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, 2 of these are gonna go together because one is the tracker, right? So I hope you have an iPhone. Even if you don't, you can give this to somebody that has one, you know what I'm saying? You can track anything on the map, it'll beep, all that good stuff. I'm gonna connect it with one of the giveaways. So one lucky person is gonna get a wallet and the tracker. and then we get 2 additional wallets just for you guys. All right, now for that first winner right here announced on this channel. This one is for the Button Check channel, right? This is the aluminum card holder, and this is brushed copper. Check this out. Got a price of $100. Got the beautiful button at the bottom. Bam, there go all your cards. Brand spanking new. I've never used this joint. I'm gonna announce the winner right now. Give me a drum roll. Well, don't give me a drum roll. Let's just do the winner, right? So here we go. Bam! Congratulations to Celestial Pickle, right? Saying, as a spectator, I just hope the Balance Patch brings more characters diversity to major tournaments. Anyways, I love what you do, man. I legit never miss an episode of Button Check. I hope that's true here, baby, because you just won, Mr. Pickle. All you got to do is comment below. Let's get in them DMs and let's get you this brand new Esker masterpiece. So enjoy. And next up for that next Button Check winner right here, this one right here is the Parliament wallet, fresh out the box. Don't worry, I've never used it. Right here, put the button, bam, there go the cards right there. Still smells like that beautiful leather. It's the leather, if I could talk. Parliament wallet. This one is the terracotta, right? That color. And we're about to announce that winner. Once again, fake drum roll, please. All right, well, if I can get back to where I need to. All right, here we go. Blue Rookie or Roki, congratulations. Says, don't worry, Ernesto, I will take being a winner of this giveaway instead of being a recipient of the $800 for the chair that you promised to get me. If you don't know, they're talking about this chair, right? Because I got this beautiful chair from the beautiful people at Auto Fool the other day. So this is the best chair I've ever had. Anyway, you won the wallet. I hope you enjoy it. And of course, hit me up down below. Post a comment on this video. This is the big one, because not only do we got the big boy right here, right? This is a similar wallet. Well, it's the same style wallet, but this is the black, right? Just smells so good. I love the way that leather smells, right? Brand new. Once again, let me show you the buttons. Bam, there go them cards right there. I'm gonna push it down here. Now, not only do you get that, but I'm gonna attach it to the Finder card right here. This one right here, the charger and whatnot is behind it. It's already charged right now, but of course you could always do that when you get it. So here, you get the 2-for-1, and you know I gotta do something for the Patreon, so this one goes to the Patreon members, right? Because they've been having my back. I owe them so much, man. And I thank you guys that are Patreons. I promise we're gonna do much more giveaways just for you guys this year. So I had to look out for them, man, because they've been holding me down. So here go the Patreon winner. It is none other than Macio McMillan. If I'm pronouncing that name correctly, congratulations. I still have a whole hat with all the names in it back there. Of course, I add as I get new Patreons, but thank you guys. Thank you for holding me down. Macio, if I'm saying your name correctly, hit me up on Patreon. Email me, DM me on the Patreon so we can get your address and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for the amazing love. Once again, like I said, we will see you soon. If not tomorrow, definitely the next day. I love y'all forever. And as always, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
And now it's that time for that sweet moment of FGC bliss. This one right here was posted by X-Azeez, right? This dude has fire content. It's always either hilarious or informative and whatnot. His link down below, check him out. He posted this saying, my suggested gift changes for season 2. Enjoy.